Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 8 of Grimoire of Zero. And this is definitely the best episode yet, at least for me, as I found the other episodes to, be fairly enjoyable, but, from time to time throughout those episodes being the past 3 or 4, there is a time where I had to, pause the episode so I can take a nap, because it was just so boring. But that is not the case with this episode. We learn more about Okami, aka the wolf guy. And even though he's still kind of a scumbag, there's no shade like I thought. I thought he was still gonna be a sketchy dude. I thought he would, turn tail and run away, or just, backstab, mercenary, but that is not the case. He actually has a little bit more to his character than I thought. I mean, sure, he's still a scumbag, like I said, because he actually used to be human, and he chose to become a beast because he was a royal knight, he had nobility and stuff, but he decided to go ahead and sleep with another man's girl. See what I mean by scumbag? So he runs away and he's starving and he's trying to hide. So he just so happens to come across Serena, and Serena turns him into a beast, and he's grateful to her for giving him food, and he decides to stay with her and look after her granddaughter. And then the whole incident with the plague and Serena burning at the stake, that unfolded right before his very eyes. And so he promised to take care of the granddaughter. But Okami has his suspicions, as he believes that this was staged. And that's something I did not expect whatsoever. And I was even more surprised that Okami had the brain to figure this stuff out. Okami believes that him, the leader of the Sorcerers of Zero, planned this misunderstanding so that Serena will be killed. And now him, or he, is after Albus, who we later find out is the granddaughter of Serena. Yeah, Albus is a girl. It's a trap. It's always a trap. Then we had this really awesome scene with Mercenary and Okami working together. Funny enough, Mercenary just went over just to go see if it was Albus being burnt at the stake, and then that's when we find out that Albus is the granddaughter Serena, because Okami recognizes her. It's gonna take a while, to get used to. So then they both go at it, throwing bombs all over the place, rescue Albus at the very last second, but then we still have the scum lord himself, 13, up in here. And 13 is so annoying, man. He is not a villain that I enjoy. And I enjoy a lot of villains, mainly because, they're crazy, or maybe they're crafty, maybe their voice is just so epic. 13, he's just despicable, man. And he's still a character that I just don't understand, especially when it comes to his relationship with Zero. I can't tell if he wants to kill her or protect her, because in this episode we see that when the other knights were guarding 13, 13 was just like, no, wait, don't shoot, you'll hurt Zero. So now I can pinpoint what's going on. Remember last week when an arrow supposedly went through Mercenary but ended up shooting Zero instead? It seems that Zero made some sort of link between them so that any injury that Mercenary receives will go on to her. When did this take place? Because we know they didn't make an official contract, just a blood oath. A couple of you guys actually theorized about this last week, and now I totally believe you. Some of you guys are saying that this link happened during episode 3 or 4, I believe, when Zero washed Mercenary's back. Zero is unfortunately trapped back over at 13's lair, and 13's still going to be going after Mercenary, Albus, and Okami. This is an interesting trio that we got going on here, so I'm really excited to see what's going to go down. And I guess the next mission is to find him, but how are they going to do that? I guess we'll find out pretty soon. And I'm interested to hear more on Albus's story. And you know what? This is actually pretty interesting because Albus may become the next powerful witch, right behind Zero, of course. You can't top Zero. So let me know your thoughts on this episode and theories, and catch me later as I review Little Witch Academia and The Promised Neverland. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.